Hi there, it's another tarot sesh for Aries. I'm the Cannastrologer. My name is Abby, and this is the extended bonus for the beginning of October 2023. But do understand the energy is timeless, so anytime that you're seeing this, if the message resonates, if the title resonates, then there could be messages for you whenever you're watching it. Okay, Aries. So the title that I ended up naming this reading was Keep a Clear Head and High Spirits as this situation unfolds. The song that I had on pre-shuffle for you when I was getting the cards together was Dirt Floor Cracker featuring JJ Grey and Mofro. This song is interesting. You'll have to go and listen to it yourself. It's basically somebody's calling somebody else names, and instead of taking that as an insult, they take it as like a badge of pride, right? So somebody's being called out for having been a certain way or doing a certain thing, but somebody's like wearing that with a badge of pride. It's interesting. So the first card that we pulled was the overall oracle. It's called Potent Potions. Today the witch makes you a wondrous potion in the etheric realm, a brew to bring energy, focus, and intent. With every drop you drink this day, feel calm, vitality, and joy. This is you needing to focus your energy and intention with everything that you put inside your body. It's not just drinking, it's smoking, it's eating, it's what you listen to, what you watch, what you surround yourself with. You have to be intentful with, what your body consumes, no matter which way you look at it, right? So then we have the Queen of Swords, Justice, and Temperance. Queen of Swords is past, recent past. I feel like you were dealing with the Queen of Swords. Could be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or you could have that somewhere strong in your chart. And the Queen of Swords is somebody who, she makes swift decisions. She knows exactly what she wants. She's very good and very wise. And she uses only facts, logic, wisdom, anything that she can use as an example or testimony. And now I say testimony, then in the present we've got justice. There's justice being served in a situation, whether that's justice for you or justice for the other person in the situation. And I feel like it's more like this Queen of Swords, who also could, by the way, be a judge or a lawyer or somebody in legal, or it could just be somebody who tells the truth, right? They're a truth teller and they don't go back on their word. They're very honest, brutally honest. I'm trying to think of the phrase. She could be like a whistleblower because she speaks the truth, right? So this is who you could be dealing with from the past, recent past. Then we have Justice coming in. And you see a woman, she looks like she's either getting home from work or she could be meeting a partner, but she's taking off these red shoes, right? And you see clothing and stuff on the ground. Her purse is on the ground. It's like she's ready to peel it all off and, stay in for the night and or potentially be with a lover. But I feel like there's justice coming in for this situation. If there's anybody who's been unfaithful, there could be justice coming in that situation. If there was somebody that was lying, that was not being honest, that Queen of Swords will call that person out. And then what you have coming in is Temperance. And Temperance is here to actually balance out the situation. It's like the angel of the tarot card deck. Sagittarius energy, so fire energy. But it really is. It's about tempering. And that also could be having to do with like if you have been drinking a lot or too much toxicity, drugs, whatever, too much eating, too much overindulgence in anything, temperance comes in and it helps balance out the situation so that ultimately, as the situation unfolds, Spirit's asking you to keep kind of like a clear head about it, which is that truth. Underneath the deck is the Four of Wands. It could have something to do with a house, home, stability, foundation, or surrounding those concepts. Then we pulled the St. John's Wort card, which stands for dispirited, as well as echinacea, which stands for fortify. Somebody could be ill or be getting ill. This is the time, as the seasons are changing, in which echinacea is great for your throat, but it's also great for your immune system. And then St. John's Wort is fantastic for lifting your mood, boosting your spirits. You know, if you're not feeling great, if you're feeling down in the dumps, sad, gloomy, whatever, St. John's Wort is something that works really well to turn that frown upside down. I feel like the St. John's Wort is being called in because of this situation up here, but also due to stress, worry, anxiety, you know, being burdened with worry and fear. That also, like, wears out your immune system, in which you could potentially get, you know, be prone to getting sick. And so that's why Spirit is calling in for echinacea to fortify your strength for that. Then we pulled the Assessing card with darkness. And literally the way I see this is somebody is assessing the situation, looking through a telescope, trying to peer through the darkness of what the situation is to try to see the light. Darkness is like the void. It's all about shadow work, going within yourself to figure out, you know, what did I do wrong, or what can I do better next time? What can I do that this never happens again? And it's like getting real with yourself, right? But then top of the deck is like it's getting real with yourself because you're assessing the situation and figuring out, you know, where readjustments need to be made. What needs to happen in order to move forward in this situation. Somebody could be 49 years old. A lot of fours. Okay, so we're going to clarify. What do we have for Aries, please? For their higher peace, power, protection, and prosperity. What do we have for Aries, please? One more for Aries. Oh, energy going into the deck. Gosh. I mean, it makes sense. So the energy going into the shuffle. It's the Five of Cups. This is my Don't Cry Over Spilled Milk card. That's what I call it. So Five of Cups. You see there's a figure here. There's 5 cups. 3 of them have been knocked over. The water that has spilled out. She's crying over the 3 spilled cups. There's nothing that you can do about it. They're spilled. It's done. It's over. Okay? No reason to look back at the past. What she needs to do is turn around and still notice that she still has 2 full cups in front of her. And to be honest, what she could do is just stand these cups right back up and eventually fill them back up again. But she's just not paying attention to the 2 cups that are still full that, you know, deserve her attention. So I feel like there's something that happened in your world, potentially a situation not going the way that you thought it was going to go, that has left you disheartened. But there's no use crying over spilled milk. There's not. You can't change the past. You have to look forward. You have to move forward and be as positive and high vibing as possible. So let's get into the clarification. What or who is the Queen of Swords, spirits, for Aries? What or who? The Magician. Could be dealing with a Gemini or have that somewhere strong in your chart. Sorry, I'm so tired. Or this Queen of Swords could be like a magician. She's very good at what she does. She can transmute, transform negative energy into something positive for her and those that she is ruling over. She's very magical. She could be a witch. Yeah. She's also very abundant. Can be a little bit of a trickster, but that's just because she's extremely, extremely wise. She knows how to play the game. She knows how to play her cards. What's justice? What's justice for Aries, please? What's justice for Aries? The Ace of Wands. Passionate new beginning. So that could be your justice, is that it starts this passionate new beginning. Or that this person we're inquiring about gets to start a passionate new beginning. Could be in business, could be, you know, with finances, but it also could be in love. Somebody could be getting justice for a passionate new beginning that was started with another person. There's also that too. I feel like if this is you, Aries, the justice that you're going to receive is actually going to be transformational and extremely exciting. A lot of fiery energy, off to a really great start. Otherwise, on the flip side of the coin, if it's this other person, it'll be the same thing, but for them. What's Temperance? Okay. So that's the Page of Wands. Pages are usually younger energy, and they're messengers. So I feel like when this justice comes in and this new start happens, you're going to get word from somebody, like a message will come in from somebody. It could be someone younger than you, could be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. But it's going to be exciting. Or yeah, it's going to be exciting. Like, it's a passionate new beginning, and like the Page of Wands is somebody who's just like ready to go, ready to start. Like, put me in, coach. You know, it's like that kind of energy. And that's what's going to balance out the situation. Underneath the deck, we've got Three of Cups, and that's celebration. Also could know a third party of some sort. But I feel like it's going to be a celebration in terms of or surrounding stability, house, home, foundation. Now, again, who's celebrating? I said it in the first reading. I didn't feel like this was necessarily you. I feel like it's somebody that you're dealing with. For some of you, take it as it resonates. And if that's the case, it could be somebody celebrating over this stability, over this news, over this justice. Because otherwise, why would you be dispirited and feeling worn down and having to go within and assessing yourself and your shadow work within the darkness? Yeah. If this resonates at all, make sure you drop a comment in the comments below. I'd love to get feedback on this message, on this story. What do we have for Divination of the Ancients, please? All of these cards have been pre-shuffled, but I always make sure to shuffle them on camera as well. Sometimes the way these cards come out, it even astonishes me. All right. Underneath the deck, we've got dice, gamble. Yeah. I feel like in the past, underlying energy, somebody took a gamble with something. Also, and it's only because this is where I live, but Vegas, you could live in like an area or a place where there's gambling. Dice could be your game. But I think somebody took a gamble with something. Excuse me, so sorry. And gambling, you know, works out for the house, or it works out for one person or the other. It's either the house wins or the gambler wins, right? Are you the house? Are you the gambler? Top of the deck, we've got runes, perception. This card came out too with, I want to say it was Sagittarius. I was feeling that energy too with you. I feel like, okay, so just without reading these cards, I feel like somebody took a gamble, and it was based on the perception that other people were like projecting onto this energy up here. Like what you perceived, like the gamble is what you perceived may not have actually been it. You may have had the complete wrong idea about something or someone, and that was the gamble. And we all know that, you know, when you gamble, there's a winner, there's a loser. You're either right or wrong. And that's where that justice card comes in. If you're wrong, then their justice becomes your karma, vice versa, right? All right, so let's look up runes. I just saw it. So it's important to see things a little differently right now. Imagine yourself in the place of those who appear to be confronting you, your words or your actions. Perhaps rather than taking this as a sign of their displeasure or dislike of what you're doing, see their words as an opportunity to improve the situation by being more open-minded. Perhaps their actions will actually provide you with an even stronger, more robust idea about how to proceed. The runes are a reminder that in one single toss, you can choose a very different outcome. Those that seem to be your enemies can often deliver the most useful lessons in life. Don't be so quick to judge. See the situation from all angles. There's a lesson to be learned. Understand someone else's point of view. You're acting unreasonably, so study runes for spiritual growth and understanding. So while you may be dispirited, Spirit is saying, you know, like when you're dispirited, you may act out. It's because you're displeased. You're acting from a clouded sense of judgment, basically. Your mind is clouded, and that's why you're upset. All right, let's look at dice. Oh, this is going to be my last reading of the night. I can't keep doing this late. Okay, should you stay or should you go? This is what you've been wondering of late. You want to throw in the towel, but if you do, you're running away from your responsibilities. Perhaps you should persevere and carry on. It might get better. But what if it doesn't? If the situation is not serving you as it should, if you are not being appreciated, then surely it is time to leave. However, as you have put in so much time and energy, it may be a mistake to leave before you reap the rewards. You can stay in the warmth of your current comfort zone or gamble it all away on a leap into the unknown, which might eventually lead you to adventures that will fulfill your soul dreams and desires. Once you can decide whether or not to take the risk, time to roll, or only you can decide whether or not to take a risk, time to roll the dice. So Gamblers Anonymous can help recovery from a gambling addiction. It's time to take a risk. Recognize which of your strengths or weaknesses support a decision that you're trying to make. You know what to do. Whatever you decide will be supported. So should you stay or should you go? I see a new start. I see you excited about a new start, and you have protection. You have an angel here. That's the Temperance. So if this is you up here and it's like the justice in the situation is you moving on, I see that, you know, being good for you. I do. Let's get the Seasons of the Witch Samhain Oracle. I think it's Samhain. It's spelled Samhain, and that's not how you pronounce it. That's just letting you know right now. For those of you who care and pay attention. but the Samhain season, it's like Halloween. What do we have for Aries, please? Higher peace, power, protection, and prosperity for the greater good. Okay. Aries, please. Okay. Underneath the deck, we've got number 16, elements. Remember to feel the warmth pulsing through her womb. You are a child of mother. True harmony awaits you. Top of the deck, grief. Good grief. This card's come up a bunch. So, 20. It is but a mere glimpse of nothingness hidden away deep within the chambers of your morning. In the red clovers, birthing lost illusion. So, let's read this. Yeah, I mean, we've got dispirited, we've got grief. Like I was saying, like, I feel like as the situation unfolds, there may be a period of grief. There may be some grief after you've assessed the situation, you've gone within, you've done that shadow work, and you realize, like, there were a lot of ugly parts to this. You know, a lot of things that could have been done differently. And that's where the grief comes in. It's almost like guilt, right? Okay, well, there's elements. Let's see. Grief. So grief, mourning and loss. Grief is the uncomfortable dance between feeling everything and feeling nothing. It isn't exclusive to losing someone. Grief can manifest when you feel like a failure or when you have regret. That could be it too. Somebody could be having regret for something that was done and that someone else is getting justice for. It can leave you feeling like, it can leave you feeling it, then feeling nothing, or feeling both at the same time. Likewise, we can be so lost on our grief that we forget to live. We mourn for the things that have long since slipped through our fingers. We find ourselves in a sort of limbo, living half dead. This is what can happen when you spend too much time searching for and missing what you've lost and forgetting to be grateful for what's left behind. Pulling grief can mean that you have a lack of satisfaction about where you are in life, what you have, or perhaps more appropriate, what you don't have. You're putting too much of your focus on what is missing and have cut out the rest of the world. There are still people and opportunities for you if you will only lift your head and take a moment to look around. So just, stop and smell the roses, look around, see what you have available to you, see what all of your opportunities are. And I see that whatever you choose is going to temper out with the Temperance card, and it's going to excite you to be on this new path. You'll almost be like a brand new student starting out new. So elements, Mother Earth and harmony. Do you feel the heat of the fire, the dampness of the water, the whip of the wind, and the weight of the earth? Imagine being Mother Earth dealing with all of the elements. Somehow she manages to find harmony. The Elements card represents harmony and the need to make room for all energies by allowing yourself to be present. For example, if you feel sad, sit in the sadness and ask your sorrow what it needs to know. The same amplifies for the different emotions that come up for you. You're being guided to find harmony despite the various storms blowing your way. There's a reason for every symbolic storm, every quake, every fire, and every mudslide. You may not see the reasons behind these events. Nevertheless, these occurrences are happening so that you can release this energy, making way for healing to take place. So, there's going to be some transformation, some healing that needs to be done. This is why you're dispirited. I mean, we see it, right? You're going to have some grief. But in the end, it's going to balance out. Just be careful about any big gambles that you're taking. Make sure that, your perception is on point, that you're, looking outside the box. And that's what I have for you. Let me know if this resonates. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, drop a comment below, and let me know, how this connects to you. But as you know, it's together we grow, and I always enjoy spending time and sharing your energy. So I do look forward to reading for you again soon. And until then, I hope you guys have a blessed and peaceful week. I will see you on the flip side. Peace, Aries.